So first little job we're going to try today is get that off. That's a big heavy piece of metal. So we'll see how that goes. So the first job here was to move the mounting bracket for the hydraulic lines, which is blocking access to the three main fixing bolts on this side. So once we got those out of the way, we were able to access the 36mm nut and bolts at the top of the mounting plate on this side. So we undid those, came undone quite easily, galvanised nuts and bolts, and then moved on to the 4-time remove Tim's toes. Good job he had the right footwear on, unlike some.
That's off.
And it was just a case of a quick snip of this pressure sensor wire, which would have detected how much pressure was on the snow plough as it was going along, and then undo the last two fixing bolts at the bottom before we can get this plate out of the way. It was a big heavy piece of metal, must have weighed 70 or 80 kilograms. Once that was out of the way, it was time to move on to the two little outriggers, which bolt onto the main structure really that goes up onto the chassis. So quickly whip those out of the way, and then that just left the bracket, the main bracket, which was bolted onto the chassis. Right, so that's the first bit removed. The next bit bolts on the chassis. So we will have to roll it back a bit and tilt the cab. As you can see, Dexter the dog is very interested in what's going on. Didn't realise he could follow me around quite so much. And at this point, I was wishing I had an electric cab tilt. Next thing was to assess these nuts and bolts, and after having a good look at them, I thought the best thing to probably do was just to cut them. The heads were all rusty, the nuts were all rusty, really hard to access, so we opted to cut them. Ah, and little buffers, didn't realise that, it's quite handy. Probably need a new one. So in this glorious British weather, as per normal, starting to rain quite heavy now, but out came the grinders and we cut the heads off the bolts. Clearly Dexter wanted to be famous because he spent the next 3 minutes with his backside in front of the camera. Well, these bolts are doing a bit of pain. Got some more grinding away. So still trying to get this winch mounting bracket off. With what we managed to do is just cut around the hole and split those on and hopefully get that off. So after a little bit more cutting and helping Tim with his side, we moved round to the last bolt, holding it up, and then it was ready to come down. I say ready, it still put up a bit of a fight. So after some gentle persuasion, it starts to move. Yeah, it starts to come down now.
don't get stuck.
I think I probably just need a bigger hammer.
Squeezing past the springs, I think.
Yeah.
I need to take the jack out.
Yeah, that sounded like it did the deck. Yeah,
And finally,
Oh.
it's off.
That was a big heavy bugger, wasn't it?
And would you guess, trusty Dex is over to give us a helping hand. And that's it. That's how you move a snow plough bracket from a man 4x4 truck that's been on there for 10 years or more. Thanks for watching. I'll be documenting this build from start to finish. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe.